A side burner isn't just a bonus feature. It is the exact difference between running back and forth to your kitchen and actually enjoying your own barbecue. Let's find out which one really delivers. I've spent the last few months putting the top grills with side burners through absolute hell. I wanted to see which ones are actually worth your money and which ones are just expensive patio ornaments taking up space. Oh, and before I forget, I've tagged all the exact products we talked about right here in the video, so you can easily check them out. 6. Napoleon Prestige 500. When I first wheeled this thing onto the patio, I had massive expectations. It looks incredible, like a serious piece of backyard hardware, and the infrared sizzle zone side burner is heavily hyped. Napoleon makes a big deal about how hot this gets, and to be fair, they aren't entirely wrong about the raw heat output. When you fire up that infrared side burner, it absolutely screams. I threw a thick ribeye on there just to see if it could handle a reverse sear finish, and man, it got a crust going in seconds. It is powerful. But, here is where the reality check hits. That power is practically impossible to control. I mean, if you want to gently simmer a barbecue sauce or sauté some delicate vegetables while your main course cooks, you are going to have a bad time. The knob feels like it only has two settings, off and surface of the sun. You know, I actually ended up scorching a batch of baked beans within 3 minutes because the lowest setting is still aggressively hot. Then there's the main cooking area. The wave grates are a signature Napoleon thing, and they do leave some cool sear marks, but honestly, they are a total pain to clean. Trying to get a grill brush between those wavy lines is just unnecessarily frustrating after a long cookout. It's built well, and the main burners are consistent. Number 5. Weber Genesis E335. Weber is basically the default answer for most people upgrading their backyard setup, right? So naturally, I assumed this would easily sweep the top 3. The build quality feels rock solid when you put it together, and the prep space is undeniably massive. The side burner on the E335 is a traditional flame style, tucked under a flush cover on the right side. When I tested it out with a cast iron skillet, it handled the job decently. It boiled water for corn on the cob without much fuss, and the flame control is definitely more forgiving than the Napoleon. But, well, let's talk about the heat distribution on the main grates. For a grill that costs this much, I really expected edge-to-edge perfection. Instead, I found a pretty noticeable cold spot right at the front edge of the cooking box. If you load this thing up with burgers, the ones up front are going to need a lot more time than the ones sitting in the middle. Also, I have to be honest about the grease management system. Weber usually nails this, but on the E335, the catch pan feels weirdly shallow. I mean, if you are doing a long slow cook with something fatty like pork shoulders or a lot of chicken thighs, you're going to be checking that drip tray nervously. I actually had it overflow slightly during a weekend party, which is, not ideal. Monument Grill's Mesa 415BZ. I will admit, I was a bit skeptical pulling this one out of the box, but you know what? This grill surprised the absolute heck out of me. Let's get right to the side burner because they did something really smart here. Instead of standard stainless, they put a brass burner in there. During my testing, that brass made a huge difference in holding consistent heat, especially when the wind kicked up. I left a pot of chili simmering out there on a breezy Tuesday afternoon, and the flame never blew out or wavered. The main grilling area is also incredibly spacious. You get 4 main stainless steel burners that light up instantly. I love the LED control knobs too. It sounds like a gimmick, I know, but when you are finishing up a cook after the sun goes down, having that clear visual of exactly what is on and what is off is genuinely helpful. Another thing that really stands out is the clear view window on the lid. At first, I thought it would just get permanently clouded with smoke and grease, but after a dozen cooks, a quick wipe down keeps it perfectly transparent. Being able to check your food without lifting the lid and losing all that precious heat is a massive advantage. The Monument Mesa punches way above its weight class. It delivers a highly reliable side burner, great visual feedback, and surprisingly even cooking across the main grates. 3. Weber Spirit EP435. Now you might be wondering why the Spirit is beating out the much more expensive Genesis model we talked about earlier. Let me explain, because it all comes down to pure, reliable practicality. The side burner on the EP435 is honestly everything you need and nothing you do not. It puts out 12,000 BTUs, which I found is the absolute sweet spot. It is powerful enough to get a heavy pan of oil smoking hot for frying up some fish, but you can dial it back smoothly to keep a delicate, buttery glaze warm without breaking it. What really won me over during the testing phase was the main cooking chamber. It features a sear station, which creates this intense, concentrated heat zone. I threw some thick-cut pork chops on there, and the crust it developed was just phenomenal. The heat distribution across the rest of the cast iron grates was remarkably even, totally avoiding the cold spot issue I had with the Genesis. I also really appreciate the enclosed cabinet design. It keeps the propane tank completely out of sight and gives you a nice, dry place to store your grill brush and wood chips. It just makes the whole patio setup look incredibly clean and organized. The Spirit EP435 doesn't try to be overly complicated. It just focuses on nailing the fundamentals perfectly. You get a fantastic, responsive side burner, incredible searing capability, and a build that feels tight and reliable every single time. You press the igniter. Number 2. Broil King Baron 490 IR. If you are the kind of person who takes their weekend grilling very seriously, I mean, if you want steakhouse quality at home, this is the one you need to pay attention to. The IR stands for infrared, and yes, this has an infrared side burner, much like the Napoleon, but Broil King managed to completely fix the control issue. When I tested this burner, I could crank it up to 1700 degrees to instantly sear a steak. But the knob actually allows you to dial it down. It is surprisingly responsive, meaning you can actually cook a normal side dish on it without turning it to ash. The main grill area is just a masterpiece of engineering. They use these heavy-duty, reversible cast iron grates. One side is pointed for perfect grill marks, and the flip side is grooved to capture juices and baste the meat continuously. I cooked a whole spatchcock chicken on these grates, and it was easily the juiciest bird I have ever pulled off a gas grill. Then there are the Flavor Wave cooking systems underneath. Instead of standard heat tents, these cover the entire bottom of the grill. When drippings hit them, they instantly vaporize and send that smoky flavor right back up into the food. It creates a genuinely authentic barbecue taste that you usually only get from charcoal. The Baron 490 is a heavy, commanding piece of equipment. Char-Broil Professional Pro S. I know what you might be thinking. A Char-Broil beating out Weber and Broil King? But hear me out, because after weeks of side-by-side testing, this grill absolutely dominated the competition in the ways that actually matter. Let's talk about the side burner. It is a ceramic infrared burner, but Char-Broil integrated it so flawlessly into the right shelf. It is incredibly powerful, yet the simmer control is the best I tested out of all 6 grills. I literally melted chocolate on this thing without a double boiler, and it did not burn. That level of precision on an outdoor side burner is just unheard of. But the real magic happens under the hood with their true infrared cooking technology. Unlike standard gas grills that use hot air to cook your food, this system uses an emitter plate to translate the flame into radiant heat. What does that mean for you? Well, it completely eliminates flare-ups. I covered the grates with fatty burgers and sausages, left the lid open, and there was not a single uncontrollable flame. Because it uses radiant heat, the food retains so much more moisture. I grilled some notoriously dry chicken breasts, and they came out shockingly tender and juicy. The heat is perfectly uniform across every single square inch of the grates. There are 0 cold spots to memorize or worry about. Final thought? That's all for today, folks.